Oh. Seat height is good. Oh, this is a different feeling, that's for sure. Very smooth. First impression is oh, I gotta stop, fix these mirrors. These are not gonna work. Getting this bike going is really easy. It has some sort of aid there. Oh, the shifting is just great. I'm in sort of cruising speed now, so letting the engine warm up a bit before I actually test it for power and stuff. I don't want to do damage to the engine. I gotta say, I like the indicators. They're a little bit soft. They're really easy to use. I don't want to say they feel like they're broken, but they surely feel like they're very soft. I can't really feel any response from indicating. Oh, this is so weird, not having done this before. I mean, I'm actually a little bit disappointed in the low end torque. It's not a lot. My 600 is actually more torquey on the low revs. Bit surprising. Then again, I have not been really revving it yet, so I'm not gonna pass any judgment. Well, I mean, up to 5,000, I don't expect that much either, so maybe I should do a trip out there. I'm gonna try it on the highway, just for it's sort of heated up now, so it should be okay. And this is like a good way to test the I'm not really impressed by the power here. Actually a bit surprised. That's some power. But it's not going to like pull your head off. Oh, okay. There's power. So it feels pretty agile. And the upright position is comfortable, a little forward lean, but not a lot. I think it's somewhere about it's it said on the I can't remember the name of the website, I'll post it somewhere. It said it was 18% for someone with my height and inseam. 18%, 18 degrees I mean. 18 degrees sounds like more than I'm feeling. I'm feeling 10 maybe. Then again, that was the 2015 version. They didn't have the 2018 version. This could be more upright than the 15. However, is that guy going left, or is he just forgetting to turn off his blinkers? Sure has power on the top there, but I mean, I have to say I'm a little disappointed in the power. For a 750 I expected a lot more. For general riding, this is more than enough. Very pleasant clutch, easy to use. I won't say soft, but it's definitely softer than mine. Let's feel the power. Oh yeah, it's when you get to like 8,000 U, that's when you feel it. That's when it comes to life. The issue with that is there's no life from like 7,000 and down. Like, this is kilometers an hour. So from 5,000 RPMs, which would be there, if I give absolute gas, it's not throwing you off. I cannot get the engine at all until I reach like 5,000 RPM. Very quiet, which I think that's like could be a good thing. Quiet engine means less ambient noise, or you can hear ambient noise better, rather. There's just not a lot of torque. I mean, it says it has 81 Newton meters of torque, about 114 horsepower. I'm not feeling those torque stats. I mean, it literally feels like my 600 has more torque, because you have to be very high in the rev range, which is basically the same as my bike. And yeah, once you get to those higher rev ranges, it gets but I wonder if it has an auto blipper, because when I try to give it a little blip, it feels like it doesn't need it. I'm having one of those weird days where my left hand is cramping up. I don't think that has anything to do with the bike. Well, stopping is really nice. It has 200 and something kilograms of weight. You don't really feel a lot of. It definitely doesn't feel like a heavy bike. I'm not gonna say it feels like it's a light bike either. It's but like, this is an area I am pretty familiar with. and I swear my bike has more torque. And if I'm buying a brand new bike, I don't want to downgrade from what I have. So yeah, even though it's more comfortable to ride, I don't know, if I can get a good deal, definitely something I want to consider. Also I don't like the positioning of the shifter. It's located in a area that I have to really point my foot down to get under the lever, which makes it actually a little bit uncomfortable to shift up. But I'm guessing, and that's pure guessing here, that you can actually change that. I mean, these speeds this bike really shows. It's extremely smooth. Of course, I'm riding in like 3000 RPMs, but I can almost not feel any vibrations. There's a tiny vibration, just a tiniest little vibration. But of course, you feel that in a car. I mean, it's the vibrations from the road, so you can't eliminate the road. It really feels easy to ride it. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It feels easy. It turns easily. It feels like there's no weight. You want to go left, you just think left and you go left. It's like there's basically no effort into it. But like I said, I'm a bit disappointed in the torque. I expected a lot more torque. I mean, you can really pull at high revs, but do you really want to go like 8000 RPMs just to have a little bit of pull? Because yeah, it does pull, but I mean, my 600 pulls, and this is a 750. It should be a lot more powerful. Of course, I'm riding it pretty carefully, and I can already tell you that I'll be very tired after 1.5 hours of riding this bike. I need the bars higher. This is it's still too forward leaning. I'm starting to really feel that right now. It doesn't have any grip pads on it, so I really have to use my legs to keep myself upright. And I mean, it's not as bad as my other bike, but my other bike I can basically lean if I get too tired. This one I can't. I sort of have to sit upright, and I would like to have the bars like this high. It's extremely smooth. Now that we entered this newly paved road, it's extremely smooth. I should probably stop somewhere and take a look at it. And this seating position really isn't that good. I'm a bit surprised actually. Man, it's really smooth. I mean, it just flows through the acceleration, which I'm a huge fan of. It feels easy. It feels effortless. It feels like, oh, you just want me to go calmly from this speed to another speed, okay. But when you want it to be a little bit of a badass, that's sort of when it disappoints. The badass part. I'm also a fan of the, you don't have to give it gas, it just gives it gas for you, which prevents stalling. I don't know how effective that would be if you're in uphill, but at least for just flat surfaces it seems to work pretty well. Acceleration test. Ah, it makes noise, that's for sure, but that's basically all it does. I mean, yeah, it's a naked bike. I don't know how fast you actually can go on a naked bike. Once you get up to like 6,000-7,000, that's when it starts to come alive. But it still feels weak at lower revs. Of course, it's not hard to reach those. Oh, it does not sound like the lights. Yeah, it's also the acceleration is sort of the throttle is, you have to really lean down to get it all the way. It's a little, it's too, it has very long travel, which makes it okay. It's fast. I'm starting to reevaluate my it's weak statement, because once you reach like 6,000, I'd say 6,000 is it gets a lot of power from 6,000. From 5,000, let's see if it goes out to 5,000. Yeah, it's got pull from 5,000. Let's try 4,000. See? Here we go. Oh, it struggles a bit from 4 to 5. It does not have the it does not have the power quite that low. I'd say from 5,000 it's pretty good. 4,000, that's too low, that's more of a cruising. But considering it's a 750, I guess 5,000 RPMs with pretty good torque there. It's actually good. I mean, you're going to ride around at 5,000 most of the time. I don't do it on my 600, but that's because it makes so much noise. It actually becomes a bit straining on the ears. But this one actually, it doesn't make any sound, or it makes very little sound. So, and you can easily cruise in 4,000. See here, get down to 4,000. I cannot hear the engine. It's completely silent. I have a audio mic for non-talking. I'll try to link that up and see, but it's completely silent. I love that because you don't always want to have the noise. Sometimes you just want to have the ride. And I mean, cruising, and this is 4th gear. I'm betting you could easily do 6th gear at 100k at 4,000 RPMs. Oh man, it feels good. I gotta say, it really grows on you. I was not a fan to start with, but I'm getting there. It turns great. I mean, this you can pretty much turn on a dime. Okay, from 1,000. Not exactly impressive, but I don't expect a four-cylinder bike to be impressive at 1,000 RPMs. I wish they had a 3-cylinder version. I know there's of course the MT-09 from Yamaha. So let's see, it's the same stand that I have on mine. So I mean, it looks cool. I'm a huge fan of the looks. The seat, I mean, you have to sit exactly at the right spot. If your butt gets too far back, these lumps here are actually a lot harder than, they're soft here, but they're lumpy underneath. So, and if you get too far in front, this part here is the same thing. It gets hard and unpleasant. I wish this part was sort of a grippy surface. It's really smooth, which makes it hard to grip it with your legs. I don't know how well this camera actually shows the bike, but I think it looks really cool. You can see the headlight and the blinkers integrated into where no, this is, no wait, what is it? I thought this was the blinkers, but these are the blinkers, of course. What's that? Don't know what those two are there for. They may as well have been the blinkers. That would have been a lot better. And the same thing here, if they had integrated the blinkers like under here, that would have been really cool. And you could have removed those. So let's put it in neutral and do a sound test. There we go. It starts easy enough. This is the top. Because the time of the dash isn't correct. Yeah, overall, like I said, lean angle, it's a bit too steep for me. I've only been down for 40 minutes. Okay. I would have liked it to be, the incline is supposed to be, or the Lean angle is supposed to be 18 degrees, I think the ergonomics page said. You can feel those 18 degrees. 18 degrees lean angle, it's almost sporty, but not quite sporty. So you sort of get the half sport, half upright.